Recently, James had some water damage on his top floor that ended up coming down and affecting all 3 floors of his house.
I looked up and I see water coming from the ceiling. And as I saw that, I cut the water line off. I started drying up all the water. So I thought in my mind that I caught everything.
From a friend, James heard about emergency water removal, who will come out to your house for a free analysis.
So I called an emergency water removal, 24-hour hotline. The guy came out right away, and then he started doing his water testing. And it was amazing. I was impressed with the equipment he had.
This is a thermal imaging camera. What's blue is what's wet.
And it showed where all the water spot. It picked up water moisture, I guess. So yes, you got water here. He shot his gun at the foot of the stairs, and I'm saying to myself, I don't think there's no water down there. And behold, water. And it went all the way around the other side of the wall. I mean, even a spot that was already dry, they still took readings of areas to make sure there was no water got in certain spots. And I was very impressed with that. I had another company came out after, it was service came out. And he had like a little rod and it had 2 prongs on the end, and he just stick it to detect water moisture. So when I saw that, I go like, that's not accurate. And they did the little test right here. Yep, you got water damage, and I had to point to go around the other side. So can you check on the other side? He said, yes, you have water damage there too. I said, can you check underneath these steps? He said, okay, went inside, yep, you got water damage in there also. I said, really? Now, why do I have to ask the person that's supposed to be an expert to check certain areas for water damage? I wasn't comfortable with certain because the guy was trying to rush me so that way he can have the contract. So here we are with emergency water removal. I love how he explained things to me. He was honest and he was forward. He said, look, this is what's going to happen. And then they send out the service personnel, and then they're going to do a final inspection, make sure everything is right the way it's supposed to be. And that's another thing I love too, because they say, if it's not right, we're going to make sure it's right before we close the deal. And you can't ask for anything better than that.
So if you've had water damage, call emergency water removal for a free analysis.